Hey, what's up guys? Tony here, and welcome to another episode of Tuesdays with Tony. And since last Tuesday, we've had two major events happen. The end of the world came and went, as I talked about last week, and Christmas happened yesterday. And so the reason why we're not getting this episode out to you today, I guess I should say I don't know where the weed came from. I'm not Venom. The reason why I'm not getting the video out to you today is because yesterday was Christmas. And so that being said, I hope you guys have had a good Christmas and are having a good day after Christmas. Usually is that day where you go to the store and you either return stuff or you spend the gift cards that you got from, various family members. And that's actually kind of what I did today myself. Because you guys know my parents, they moved out of state. My Christmas yesterday was very low-key, to be honest. And so today, well, my parents, they did ship me a box. And so, it was like on the front, it said, "Do not open until Christmas." And, of course, I obliged them and decided to wait. Anyways, so they gave me some gift cards, some chocolates, candy canes, the whole nine. And so what I opted to do is go out. Oh, and actually the other thing that I got for Christmas was a cold. I don't know if you can tell or not, but sometime last night, excuse me, sometime last night, I came down, I started to feel my throat getting really sore. And so this morning I woke up and was like, oh God, this is terrible. So I've been drinking a lot of tea, taking Dayquil, and generally just trying to hang out and not do too much, and wear myself out. But what I want to tell you guys about are two things that I actually picked up with the gift cards that my parents got me. One that I've been wanting to get for a long time since I guess last spring. It was last spring when I was actually last year together. So the spring, the summer, the fall and the spring semester, I took a whole year of Roman history. And the one part of Roman history that I really gravitated towards was the right at the end. I think that's where everyone kind of like really finds interest. Right at the end, where Julius defeats Pompey and declares himself a living god and the dictator for life, and then he's assassinated within, I can't remember how many days, like a week or whatever it was. And then the fight for the struggle, for power between Mark Antony and Octavius. That goes on. So, and I actually really like the reign of Augustus. It's amazing what he was able to do. So what I did is I actually bought the HBO series Rome, the seasons 1 and 2 on Blu-ray. And I watched, like, I don't know, since I picked it up, I've watched 2 episodes so far. And I really like the show. I definitely have forgotten a lot of Roman history since last year, so I kind of want to brush up on it. And the thing that's tricky about any sort of ancient history, especially Roman history, you reuse a lot of names like Julia, Cato. Well, there's 2 Catos, the older and the younger. There's another guy, Cicero, of course, Julius Caesar. He's pretty much the whole Caesar family is huge, but Julius Caesar, we all know him. Guys like Augustus, later on, who become Augustus. So anyways, the point is that I'm really amped to get through this series. I heard it's unfinished because they only went through 2 seasons and it kind of ends. They never finished the series, but from what my professor told me, it's a really good series. The other one, though, that pertains, I should say, to gaming is a book that I actually stumbled across on C-SPAN of all places. I was flipping channels one night and I came across C-SPAN and the usually, they show you at the bottom, like, I don't know, British Parliament or U.S., Congress or whatever. Well, it was actually this author, Jane McGonigal, and her book, Reality is Broken, and the subtitle is Why Games Make Us Better and How They Can Change the World. And I was listening to her talk about this book, and I got enthralled. I was like, I want to read that book because, well, obviously, I'm a gamer. We're all gamers who are watching this video. And I think it'd be interesting to find out what she has to say about it. And she's a PhD. She's I think a psychologist or a sociologist or something like that. But she has, formal education in people, and understanding and studying people. And so anyways, I thought this would be a cool book to read. This is actually the one book that I had mentioned before on Twitter about my reading. I want to read something this winter break, and this is the book. This is the book that I really want to get through, and maybe I'll do a commentary about it when I'm done with it. It's not very long. I mean, it's it's less than 400 pages, so it shouldn't take me very long to excuse me, to read it, as long as I, like, you know, stick to reading, I don't know, X amount of pages per day or whatever. I want to read it for pleasure, so I'm not going to really structure myself like I do during school and be like, I'm going to read 25 pages tonight, you know, 25 pages tomorrow, that kind of stuff. So anyways, I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I hope you guys got everything you wanted. You know, hail to the Christmas noobs. I know they're out there, so hopefully you've encountered those guys and had some fun making them rage, and you know, wearing them in as you should, because they're Christmas noobs and they got the game late. So but I do want to move on from that, and actually, because I'm posting this as I'm recording this, there's no gameplay, but the game that I want to put over is Medal of Honor. And here's the one thing, is like, you can't judge a book by its cover, and here, ironically, I was just talking about a book. And so here's the situation that I've run into. Guys like Scanner Barkley, you know, guys like Wes and Akuma, EJ, Phoenix. She's not a guy, she's a girl. So girls, including girls like Phoenix, you know, Snoof, Fake Thriller, like all these people that I closely associate with are very opinionated, and they're not only very opinionated, they're highly educated people, and they bring great points to light. And the more I talk about Warfighter, the more I actually like the game from playing it, not from talking about it, of course. But here's, you know, this is why I need to back up. I need to quickly back up and do this, because when I played the beta, we all rated the beta. Just we ranked it very poorly. You know, we had bad criticism for it. We said it wasn't this. We said it wasn't this. You know, it was trying to be like Battlefield, trying to be like Call of Duty. There were hit hit detection issues. There was lag issues. The servers sucked. You know, there was this endless stream of what we thought was complete bullshit with the game, and a lot of people didn't like it. Well, the funny thing is that once Black Ops 2 came out, and I started playing that game with the expectation that it was going to be like Black Ops 1, that I was going to have the same level of fun, the same level of success with Black Ops 1 in Black Ops 2, I found that the game, I didn't like the game, you know? So I went away from Call of Duty, not play it every now and again, I'll be honest. I pop it in just because I want to feel my blood pressure go up. But I popped in Medal of Honor because more people that I'm associating with now, like Barkley, like Colin, Wes, EJ, Akuma, Void had it. Phoenix finally picked it up. It's actually a really fun game to play with a group of people. And not only that, coming from Black Ops 2, which is, I mean, the game itself, like the mechanics of the game are good. The online, the connections suck. So when you're going from a game that like just completely sucks from an online experience, back to a game that you thought sucked, all of a sudden, suddenly you're like, well, this game isn't so bad. So for those of you guys out there who maybe said that Medal of Honor sucked, and are playing Black Ops 2, you might want to come back and see if you think Medal of Honor still sucks. I'm actually finding that I'm enjoying my experience playing Medal of Honor so much more now that I see what the other option is. The game that we all thought that Medal of Honor was trying to copy, Call of Duty. It just does the game better. And I know for me, I've said this a couple of times, that the whole I'm more of a Battlefield player now, the Battlefield experience, so I can see the connection between Battlefield and Medal of Honor, and that's where I really enjoy my online experience, you know, a little bit slower pace. But I mean, that's kind of the thing about Medal of Honor, is that it's a little bit faster paced than Battlefield 3, but it's still like, there's still lineage to Battlefield without being too far removed from Battlefield. So anyways, I'm basically saying in a nutshell that now that I've come back from Call of Duty, coming back from the Black Ops 2 experience, back to Medal of Honor, I'm finding that that the game itself has new life, and it's kind of sad that a lot of people aren't playing it. So maybe if you still have it, you might want to pop it in and give it another try, because you might find that, you know what you thought was a crappy game turns out to actually be that sort of diamond in the rough. I'm not saying it's game of the year, not by any stretch of the imagination, but I am saying that it is better than the harsh criticism that a lot of us gave it when we played the beta and when the game first came out. So Anyways, guys, I'm running over. I want to say thank you for subscribing. Thanks for everyone who subscribed, throughout the year. I know I'm going to do a commentary before the end of the year comes out, but I think it's appropriate to say now, especially after Christmas. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.